Here we are again. I just picked out a random plant here in row 3 to have a look at and talk about what I would do with it for pruning. Very similar to what we're doing with the gooseberries, in that we're trying to grow these as cordons. That means essentially a tree shape rather than a bush. A bush is their natural tendency to grow. They keep putting up new single-year clusters from the base. But what we're looking for is to get more of these tall tree-like shoots that rise up above and ultimately have fruiting side branches off them. That means that we have to remove a fair number of the one-year shoots each year. So I'm going to go along and clip these right out as close to the ground as I can. I'll point out that as you clip them off, some of them may already be developing roots from the base. These are nice plants that could be propagated. Something like that with these roots already started could be clipped off a little shorter, something like that, and then this could be put in a bucket and allowed to root and grow to become a new plant to use in a future planting. Nice way to propagate these, but that's not really the point of what we're doing here. I'm going to go through and look. And looking in this clump here, I've got this main trunk here. It splits and there's a second main trunk here. There's a third main trunk over here. All the rest of this is pretty much excess, and I'm going to prune it out. Again, pruning out all these small shoots right down as close to the ground as I can get. Particularly getting anything that's out of the row. There we go. There's a first stab at it. You'll note that I've left 2 nice strong single-year whips here, and I haven't cut those out yet. They're well placed within the clump. They're right central to it. And then as I continue to look here, there's another one to be removed here. So I'm going to get rid of that. And then I look over here. Here's a 2-year cane, but it's kind of out of the center of the row. I don't know. What am I going to do? Maybe I'll leave it there. We'll just leave it and see what happens. Yeah, there's a branch that's rooted and led to the development of this this clump over here. But now I look here. Of these 2, I'm only going to keep one of them. And I guess I'm going to keep the taller one in this case. I've got 2 plants here. I'm going to keep the taller one. I'm going to clip out the shorter one. So that's all the plants that I want to remove wholesale. I've taken them right away. I've got 1, 2, 3 2 to 3-year-old shoots growing here, and I have 1 1-year-old shoot growing here. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove all the side branches below the drip wire. And just like I did before, I'm going to clip these right off. Oh, did I miss that one? I guess I did. Going to clip them right off. Leaving the stub on there ensures that there could be a new sprout that develops. but it's not critical that you leave every one of them. It's not critical that you leave them at all for a new sprout to come out. There we are. Oh, one more. There we are. So now, out of this clump, I've left 1, 2, 3, 4 shoots. One of which is a brand new one. It's call it a backup shoot. It's an emergency shoot for next year if something should happen to one of these. The last thing I'm going to do is make sure that these are all tucked inside the monofilament. You can see that some of them have already been selected and they're already pinned on to the trellis wire. I suppose I can go ahead and take one of these and do just a little bit more clipping. Clip there, put this one on the wire. Another clip. Well, this is a little bit where you're getting ahead of yourself, but this is going to end up being in the way. I'm going to take it out of there just because it's in the way of clipping this one on. There, now they're clipped on. Did I lose a clip? I did. More to it than that? I don't think so. All the top branches are well within the monofilament.